Hi everyone, it's Collie again with Collie, What Keeps Me Moving? Well, earlier this morning, I woke up with a wonky neck. So I decided, why not? I'll show you the things that I do to help relieve the tension and the stress that I have in my neck for a myriad of reasons. I slept on it wrong, I turned my head too fast, any reason that you can come up with. Hopefully some of the things that I show you are going to be able to help you to release that tension, to release the stress, and just find that bit of flexibility, mobility, and just ease. So we'll start with relaxing, do a little bit of self-massage. That's what we're going to start with first. And as you know, I love my Peanut, the little workhorse. My Yoga Tune-Up Plus balls are awesome for this. Also, remember I love my tennis ball, but what if you don't have these available and you can get this? These are actually 2 tennis balls and a sock. So you can still have the movement that you need here. So I'm going to start coming down to my back. I'm going to use all 3, so it's going to be a little choppy there, but I just want you to see how this can work for you. So I'm going to put these to the side and start with my Peanut here. So I'll move myself. So I'm coming all the way down to my back, move the hair out of the way. And with the Peanut, I really want them to be right at the end of the cervical spine up at the top, right under the occiput, right under that big bone you feel in the back of your head. So we'll start here. And all you're going to do is just relax the body first. Let the head sink. Let the head yield into the Peanut. And remember before I said I always use whatever my prop is, it has a little bit of give to it because we don't want the body to fight the prop that we're using. So once you've been quiet for a few moments, then just start to send the head from left to right, side to side. Now as you do this, your prop may start to ease itself down with every movement, and that's okay. All you do is just reposition it. So you can go slower, faster, but you just want to start with that first bit of movement there. And then when the prop comes down to where it wants to stop, then you just hold there for maybe 30 seconds or so and just press the back of the head into the prop. Now, I'm going to just change out my prop with my Yoga Tune-Up balls. Same thing here. It's held where it would have stopped before. This time, when I take the head to the right, I'm just going to make circles with that turn. Then I turn the head to the left, make sure I'm seated there, and then I make circles with my head tilted in the other direction. And I stay with that tilt in the other direction. Then I come back, and again, I hold. I take a couple of nice, deep cleansing breaths, and then let it out. And every time you let the exhale go, let the head sink just a little bit more onto your prop. So now I'm going to take this out just to show that I'm now going to use my tennis balls and a sock. Now this time I'm just going to bring the ball right back up to the top where I started. And then I'm just going to do some little pulses. Press, press, I'm not trying to hurt my neck, just a little press. And then I can actually move myself and go press down a little more. And as I roll up, the ball rolls down. And I'm just doing little pulses. Again, just pulsing. And when it comes all the way down to where it wants to stop, again, I just hold. And right here, I can do big circles again. And reverse it. And I can sit and hold. If that was what I needed, I'm good. I could hold here. But from here, I'm going to come into that seated position. And now we can do some actual, we'll call it stretching or elongation of the musculature. Oh, that feels very good. A little bit of weight has been lifted already. So from here, I want to just find whatever easy seat is for you. Some days this is great for me. Other days I need to be out here. But whichever works for you, get comfortable. So I'm going to start, I call this LETS, L-E-T-S. So first off, we're going to do both sides. My L is I look in the opposite direction. So from here, I'm going to just look right. You can always just hold the position right here, or you can try and add a little bit more movement to it. So for that, since I'm looking right, I'm stretching out my left arm. I can stretch way out here and hold that. You may start to feel some sensation along this side of the neck. Or if you like, you can take that hand behind you, either on the floor or to the middle of the back. Now I'm just looking. That's it, just looking. Now I release that, keeping that left hand out to the side. Now I come back forward, but my E of the LETS is the ear to the shoulder. Again, just pressing down, and again, pressing away with the left hand if you need a little more sensation. Again, you can take that arm behind you if you like. Bring the arm back out. The T part of my LETS is, my head is still here. Now I'm just going to look down at my thigh. There's my T. Again, I'm just pressing out. And now one thing with all of these movements, if you feel you just need a little bit more, you can always use the other hand to help smooth it out. That's all. You're not doing a big pull, a big massage, just a little tug all the way out. You can start at the jaw, just a tug all the way out. Now the last part of this is I call it the sky, that's my S. So I actually look up. Now when I look up, I'm paying a little bit more of attention to the right side. And again, like we did before, you can just a little bit of grabbing here and pull, just a little tug, not a lot, just enough to just barely pull the skin. And now we come back, look forward. Now let's do the other side. So I'm going to do my L, my look, this way. I'm taking that right hand out to the side. Now I'm doing this a little quickly here, but remember, when you're by yourself, you can take as long as you need to do these movements. So this was my L, I looked. Now I'm coming back for my E, which is my ear to my shoulder here. I can stretch out, I can bring that arm back. I can bring the hand up and just do a little bit of tug. You're not trying to pull the skin from the bones, just a little bit of a tug. Now I'm looking down, just turning my head down to the thigh for my T. Again, nice, easy movement here. All the way from the jaw to right down to the collarbones. Now I'm going up for my sky. And this time from my jaw, just a slight tug down to the collarbone. And now releasing that, come back. For me, I want to do a little bit of rolling of my neck, but I'm not that person that does that big circle. I found out a few years ago that wasn't for me. So I just do roll to one side and roll to the other. I do a half. So I just take the chin down. So I've got a little bit of elongation in my cervical spine. And then I just roll my head to the right. Come back down, roll my head to the left. And you can add some little pulls by letting the hands grab hold of the knees and you get that big pull there. Now come back around over to the right once more, really pressing away. Last time for me on this side. And I come back forward. And the last thing that I do, see now that my hip is starting to say, I don't like this anymore, I just change positions, which is quite fine. And so from here, the last part I want to do, I'm going to just take the chin all the way up. And with that tug that we did on both sides, now we're just going to grab the fingertips right at the chin and do those little pulls all the way down to the collarbone and maybe a little more down. Once again, pull. Doesn't have to be hard. And the last little bit, I bring the chin down, I grab hold of that skin, holding it in place, and then I pull up. One last time. I'm holding the skin in place as much as I can. I can even just try to displace the jaw. And then I'm down, and I can do one way, do the other way. Not a big circle. I do one side, the other side, then I'll come forward and do forward and back. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for joining me again with Collie, What Keeps Me Moving. I'll see you next time. Bye.